Healy locked in a battle on the wall with, I believe that's Fensori. Cates engages as well, and it comes down to the corner here for Chicago. Right in front of Weeks, who throws his pads against the ice and has it kept out for the moment, and it stays out. Mitchell Weeks standing his ground in tight.
So that's one of those areas, where you want to get it out, because what happens, the defensemen get a little mixed up in who's going to go. So there was a little hesitation. I think that we thought maybe we're going to get a little switch there. Didn't, and so that's what gave him time to come out of the corner.
Chicago able to get a puck right to the front of the net. Hudson Elnick driving in, just trying to bulldoze Mitchell Weeks through the blue paint and into the blue line, but Healy swept it away with his stick. Franco takes over now for Chicago and moves to the corner. Hudson Elnick spins there on Strand and almost had his pocket picked. Elnick backdoor for Fitzgerald, who shoots and scores! Kevin Fitzgerald picks the top left corner on Mitchell Weeks and gives Chicago a 1-0 lead about halfway through the first.
That's one of those plays. He gets time coming to the top of the circle. We lose the defenseman coming in, and he makes a great pass, and got a little too much time and finds that top corner.
It was a pretty strong play by Elnick to maintain possession, throw it across, but then how about that shot from Kevin Fitzgerald, just tucking it top left corner to the blocker side. In open ice, Chicago takes it across the blue line now. Comtois to the front of the net. It squeaks wide. Picked up on the far wing, right in front. Comtois scores! Chris Terry finds Max Comtois and makes it 2-0 Chicago.
So that's the problem, they've got some skill, so if you give them those, in tight opportunities, they can hurt you.
Max Comtois gets his 9th goal of the year. It was Terry who set him up from below the goal line, and Comtois is able to beat Weeks on the goal, and now 5 assists against the Hogs for Chris Terry, the 34-year-old, 15th-year veteran. 31 points on the year for him. Dello up top, wrist shot, deflects in, and they score! A harmless-looking shot from the blue line, looked like it angled off a stick in front of Mitchell Weeks, and it finds the back of the net to make it 3-0 out of nowhere. Dello gets the goal, and it comes 19 seconds after Chicago took a 2-0 lead. Now it's 3-zip. I think that went off the stick of Jalen Leifman.
Yeah, it's a tough bounce.
Wyatt Kaiser on this top power play unit instead of Ethan Del Mastro. Bjork up ahead with Gus right down the middle. Gus on the backhand, scores! Just like that. The Hogs are back in it.
Get your wallet with you? That's what we needed. We needed that. Plus, it's a beautiful goal. Like speed, passing. Gus comes in. He just doesn't miss on those breakaways.
25 seconds into the third period, David Gus scores what is his 10th goal of the season. Forehand, backhand score. No problem for Gusty on the power play, and I owe you steak dinner.
And he makes those breakaways look easy when he scores.
And for Marino, high off the glass to the Rockford defense of Ethan Del Mastro, and it's Elnick to the front now for Wagner, shut down by Weeks. And Weeks tees it up for Del Mastro to keep it moving, but Rockford needed Mitchell Weeks to make a good save there, and he did.
Yeah, he did. We needed that. But that's kind of the bounces that we've had. We just put it right to their stick.
Another one right in front. Weeks makes one save, and they score. A loose puck is knocked into the net by Chicago, and it's 4-1. The IceHogs turned it over one too many times, and it is Max Comtois picking up his 2nd goal of the game for the Wolves.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. One too many turnovers.
13:09 left here in the third. Healy tried to send it back up through his own zone. It was knocking around. Weeks made one save, and then Comtois was able to get his stick in behind Mitchell Weeks and jam it home.
I think he was the only one that knew where the puck was.
Del Mastro had a chance to. It is a penalty shot, beg your pardon. Here comes Hudson Elnick, one-on-one with Weeks. Elnick on the backhand, could not get it past the pads of Weeks.
Yeah, that was one too many stick handles.
Looked like he lost it for a moment, then got it back.